Good day, everyone. You are welcome to this week's Business and Investment Tips program, a production of Christchurch Radio. My name is Ayodeji Ebo, an investment professional. This week, the focus is on understanding Nigeria's third quarter foreign trade numbers. The National Bureau of Statistics published Nigeria's third quarter foreign trade numbers, which showed that total foreign trade increased by 34.2% quarter-on-quarter to 8.4 trillion naira relative to 6.2 trillion naira recorded in the previous quarter, but declined 8.9% year-on-year when compared to Q3 2019. Cumulative total foreign trade for the 9 months of 2020 stood at 23.2 trillion naira, 10.9% weaker year-on-year. Foreign trade is all about imports and exports. Foreign trade is the exchange of capital, goods, and services across international borders or territories. All countries need goods and services to satisfy the wants of their people, and no country can produce all the goods and services that it needs. The country has to buy from other countries what it cannot produce or can produce less than its requirements, and sell to other countries the goods which it has in surplus quantity. Based on the report, total import came in at 5.4 trillion naira in Q3 2020, representing 33.8% quarter-on-quarter increase compared to 4 trillion naira recorded in Q2 2020. Total imports also increased by 38% year-on-year compared to 3.9 trillion naira recorded in the corresponding period of 2019. The growth in imports in Q3 2020 can be linked to the relaxation of lockdown and travel restrictions that was placed across the country in Q2 2020. Also, the devaluation of the official currency from 305 naira to $1 to $379 to $1 also contributed to the expansion in imports. Total exports rose 34.9% quarter-on-quarter to 3 trillion in Q3 2020 compared to 2.2 trillion recorded in Q2 2020, but down 43.4% year-on-year from 5.3 trillion recorded in Q3 2019. This can be attributed to the continued OPEC Plus oil production cuts and weak oil prices when compared to the corresponding period of 2019. The weakness in oil price and production offsets the positive impact of the devaluation of the currency. Imports account for 64% of the total trades, while exports constitute 36%. A further breakdown of the export shows that crude oil exports continue to dominate with 81% and non-oil export was 19%. The trade deficit spiked to 2.4 trillion naira in Q3 2020, the widest quarterly gap since 2008, 32.5% quarter-on-quarter from 1.8 trillion in Q2 2020. This implies that Nigeria's imports are greater than its exports, hence recorded a trade deficit. This trend has negative implications for the exchange rate and suggests that Nigeria needs to boost its export receipts. The top trade destinations in Q3 2020 include export trading partners: India 16%, Spain 11%, Netherlands 7.6%, South Africa 6.8%, and Turkey 5%. Import trading partners include China 30.5%, US 9%, Netherlands 8.2%, India 6.6%, and Belgium 4%. Our thoughts on the report: 1. The share of manufacturing and agricultural products to total exports at 2% and 4.4% respectively in Q3 2020 remain worrisome, with the share of oil and oil-related products at 92.8%. This better explains why Nigeria continues to experience severe FX challenges. 2. To improve non-oil exports, the government should focus more on subsidizing production than consumption to grow Nigeria's share of exports to diversify its FX sources. 3. Deliberate efforts in adding value to our abundant resources are also critical to earning more value from our export than exporting raw materials and importing finished goods. 4. A comprehensive industrialization policy should be developed to provide more clarity on how the federal government plans to support the manufacturing sector businesses. 5. Stably, robust infrastructure, adequate power supply, and consistent policy directions. Trade, fiscal, and monetary policies should be given priority. 6. Obviously, support of the private sector is required to put this in place as government revenue continues to come under significant pressure. Thank you for listening. Please join us same time next week for another interesting and insightful session. For comment and feedback, kindly forward to ccradio@rccgchristchurch.org or send SMS to 070-8246-3747. Stay blessed.